आपण जेव्हा घरात असतो आणि आपल्याला स्वप्न पडतं तेव्हा आपण कुठे असतो? आपण लहानपणी आपल्या गावातलं घर असेल, आपलं छोटं घर असेल, लहानपणी कुठल्या तरी घरी आपण राहतो. ऑफकोर्स आपल्या आयुष्यात घरं येत राहतात. आपण लग्न झालं की एक स्वतःचं घर असतं, पण त्याच्या आधी आपण आई वडिलांबरोबर राहतो, आजोळ असेल, ह्या सगळ्या घरी राहताना सुद्धा कुठेतरी आपल्याला वाटतं की जेव्हा स्वप्न पडतं तेव्हा घराचे स्वप्न पडतात.
कुठे रमता, मुंबई की बाभुळगाव?
रमता म्हणताय? नाही, मुंबईत मी राहतो, पण माझं मन हे बाभळगावचंच आहे. माझं म्हणजे हृदय बाभळगावात असतो. आणि लग्न झाल्यापासून जिनिल्या मी, माझी मुलं, जेव्हा आम्हाला सुट्टी वेळ जेव्हा कधी मिळतो तेव्हा आम्ही बाभळगावला जाऊन राहतो.
आदर्श किंवा गुरु कोणाला मानता या क्षेत्रात?
कुठल्या क्षेत्रामध्ये?
म्हणजे का ऍक्टिंग आणि सगळ्या?
नाही, काय की आता आमचं जे क्षेत्र आहे त्याच्यावर चर्चा करता आपण नंतर आरामात सविस्तर बसू. सध्या आपण इथे कासा ग्रँड कलेडियम बद्दल बोलायला आलो आहोत. आणि पण तुम्ही प्रश्न विचारलाय म्हणून थोडक्यात उत्तर देतो की मी बऱ्याच लोकांबरोबर काम केलंय आणि ज्यांच्याकडूनही मला शिकायला मिळतं मी त्या सर्वांना आदर्श मानतो.
थँक्यू. रितेश, तुम्ही पुण्यामध्ये घर घेणार का?
पुण्यामध्ये घर घेणार का? म्हणजे माझ्या काका राहतात तिथे पुण्यात आणि मी तिकडेच त्यांच्याकडे जाऊन राहतो. आणि कसं आहे की आपण मला वाटतं की एक असतं की जिथे आपल्या काकांचं घर असतं तिथे आपण जाऊन राहतो, कुठे मामांचं घर असतं तिथे राहतो. तसं पुण्यामध्ये तसं घर घ्यायचं कधी विचार केला नाही, पण आता कासाग्रँड आल्यामुळे मला विचार करावा लागेल. आणि खरंच वाटतं की पुण्यामध्ये घर असावं. पुणे हे शहर अतिशय जवळचं आहे आणि सुंदर आहे. मला असं वाटतं की आपण महाराष्ट्रामध्ये जर एकमेव शहर असेल जिथे महाराष्ट्रातील प्रत्येक शहरातील, तालुक्यातील, जिल्ह्यातील कोण ना कोणतरी व्यक्ती पुण्यात असणारच. आपण कुठलाही मित्र असेल ना त्याचा कोणतरी पाहुणा एक पुण्यात असतोच. मुंबईत भली नसेल पण पुण्याला नक्कीच असतो. आणि तसं ते कॉस्मोपॉलिटन म्हणजे महाराष्ट्रभर क्रॉस सेक्शन जर घेतलं तर मराठी माणसाचं खरं कॉस्मोपॉलिटन जर शहर कुठलं असेल तर ते पुणे आहे. तुमचं सर्वांचं कासा ग्रँड कलेडियम तर्फे जिनेलिया आणि मी स्वागत करतो.
As a couple and as a parent, what a home means to you?
I think a home is life. A home means everything to me, and I'm sure to Riteish also. We are home birds. We enjoy having our little moments at home. We enjoy our whole time at home. In fact, we work together. Our kids are always with us. So a brand like Casagrand is exactly the brand that we want, because it is where a homemaker lives their life and where they grow as a family. And I think that's what home means to me.
Lovely. And Ritesh and Genelia, if you guys are together at home, spending time with your loved ones, so where do you spend most of the time?
I think at home we usually like to spend time where all of us can sit together. That could be a living space or dining space. And it's very important for that space to have a certain vibe that you want to be there. You wake up in the morning and you come to that space, so that becomes the fulcrum or the focal point of your house. And it could be different things for different houses. It could just be a balcony overlooking a beautiful view, just getting the breeze on your face. So there are various spaces. And also I feel a good house is where every corner offers you something. And that is very important. And it's a feeling that you have. And like Genelia said, right, what does home mean to you? And I just feel most of the time, it happens to me, I'm not sure whether it happens to everyone. It happens to me that every time I dream, mostly it's probably my childhood home, somewhere I have spent time, some corner, some trees, some. So these are memories. These are memories that will stay with you for a very long time. आपण जेव्हा घरात असतो आणि आपल्याला स्वप्न पडतं तेव्हा आपण कुठे असतो? आपण लहानपणी आपल्या गावातलं घर असेल, आपलं छोटं घर असेल, लहानपणी कुठल्या तरी घरी आपण राहतो. ऑफकोर्स आपल्या आयुष्यात घरं येत राहतात. आपण लग्न झालं की एक स्वतःचं घर असतं, पण त्याच्या आधी आपण आई वडिलांबरोबर राहतो, आजोळ असेल, ह्या सगळ्या घरी राहताना सुद्धा कुठेतरी आपल्याला वाटतं की जेव्हा स्वप्न पडतं तेव्हा घराचे स्वप्न पडतात. So it's very important when you dream, you're dreaming about your houses. So it's important to have uh, a house that can give you those memories for yourself and for your child.
That's very lovely said by Ritesh. Okay, so if we talk about how important is it for you that a home reflects your values and your personality? How it is important? How much a home is important to reflect your values and your personality?
No, I think it's extremely important. At least in our home, whatever's in the home, it matters. There's not just things there for the heck of it being there. In fact, Ritesh is an architect, so my job gets really easy. I don't have to really do up the house all the time because he's so passionate and so clear with what he wants and how he wants. But on the whole, I think if you ask me about my home, my most favorite place is a wall which has pictures of us, like the four of us, from the time I'm pregnant to Rian being a little older, then Ryle coming in, Ritesh and me on our honeymoon. And they are not pictures which are shot by experts, or they're just pictures that probably Ritesh and me shot while going about. And I think even that wall in our home matters. So everything in your house should matter um, because that's where you build your entire foundation.
One more question to you, Genelia. What is your advice to make a house into a home? What is your advice for making a house into a home?
I won't call it advice, but I think family plays a big role, and I think the four of you, or even if you're three or two or whatever, it's the union that matters. Like one thing Radesh and me enjoy doing is once we're done with work and with tucking the kids into bed and all of it, we just sit and see a web series probably, and that for us is our best quality time. Just having a cup of green tea, talking about the day. But that matters, and it matters so much because the next day is going to feel better just because you spent those few moments, and you don't get that feeling when you're out. You get the best feeling when you're in your home.
Very true, very true. And as you said, Ritesh is an architect. So, Ritesh, the next question comes to you. What makes a house feel premium and luxurious?
Premium and luxurious. I think if you ask me as an architect, when you enter a space, your eyes will tell you whether the space is premium or not, luxurious or not. So a visual feel is the most important thing. What kind of colors you're using, what kind of detailing. Detailing is the key for anything. Detailing is extremely important. What kind of finishes you have, what kind of fixtures you have, how does it feel to your touch? How does when you rub your hand against a wall, what kind of texture does it make you feel? Also, you may not touch anything. You may just enter, and the space might make you feel in a certain way, and that might think, oh, it's luxurious. For example, this venue that we are, it has a certain height, and that's the reason it's making you luxurious. Reduce the height and make it till here. You will feel cramped. So
Wow.
luxury feeling of spaces is is a perception that is created by architects and brands like Casagrand, and that is, and I'm telling you, when we were on board for this, and of course the profile was there, and I wanted to know what kind, and then I saw the design of Caladium, I was blown away. I said, wow. I said, when I was growing up, I did not have these amenities. We were just looking at something just below the house with few friends, what can we play? And even a club membership was difficult during those times to go to a club to come back, and now to just have all these amenities where you can have your kids go and play or hone their skills is very important. Today's parents and young parents that we are, there is a certain struggle to find places for your kids to go to. Go to school, come back, and then again travel. Traffic in cities, it's all difficult. So when you have, so even home buyers, when they're looking to buy, they want to know that, okay, if I come back from my office or my kids come back from school, how do I engage them? How do I make sure that they get value for the things that they want to do? And that is very important. How it's not just coming back to home. It's about, you want to come back, you want to step out to a building. You have your neighbors, your friends. You're going to chill. You're going to hang. You're going to speak and go back home. So it's just not a house. You are marrying into a community, and that's very important.
Lovely said. Okay, so if you're buying a house at Pune, what will be your top most must-haves?
Top most must-haves if I'm buying a house in Pune.
Pune, yeah.
Well, I think space, right? You want to have a little more, or more than
Yeah.
that, much more.
Ritesh loves space and he loves light. Like he likes sunlight. He likes a lot. So he's someone who likes that kind of space. And me. All right.
Yeah, much more of space and much more of Genelia, and I'm good.
And you're done. All right. So last question. What advice would you give to young couples about building a happy home?
I honestly think that everyone knows what they want, and advising people is not something that if you don't believe in it, you will not take it. In fact, sometimes it becomes an extra burden to just listen to someone. So I feel when you're a couple or when you're two people who want to make the rest of their life matter, you'll find a way. So I think it's important to just listen to your heart and go with what your heart says.
What a beautiful couple,
And
man.
and I also feel that whenever you go to a house, okay, a house, that particular house might be small for someone, that particular house might be big for someone, and that particular house might be just perfect for someone. So wherever you go, make the most. Happiness comes within people, and that will reflect in your house, and that is what you want to. And there are certain spaces that you walk in and that makes you feel good. You're like, hey, I've entered a space and this makes me happy. And that is what a space creator can give you.
Okay. So I would say you're just not a charming couple, but a very thoughtful full couple as well. Lovely. It's so wonderful to talking to you. But there is something more we want to talk to you. So I have some words with me, and I would like to ask one by one. So first one is for Ritesh, Maharashtra.
Maharashtra,
One word that comes in your mind.
home, pride, my land, name
Okay.
pride.
Home, Genelia.
Ritesh.
Hi. So sweet, so sweet. Ritesh, for you, passion.
Passion. Uh, I think everything that you intend to do is will fail without passion. Anything you do, like today, you're sitting here with the mic, you're hosting this show beautifully. That is because
Thank
you have a
you.
certain passion to it,
Thank you.
and that is what we are here. Casagrand is a product of passion. We are here come along from our journey that we is because of passion. So I feel there is no life without passion.
Okay. Genelia, for you, morning.
Morning is a new day. I love mornings.
Okay. New day, new beginning, new
New
start, kind
beginning,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, my mornings are very quiet. She comes like a tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be sitting, I'll have a cup of coffee, and she'll be, Zarra, how's this done? I'm like,
By the time Ritesh has woken up, I've already finished half my day. Not that he wakes up really early, but I remember when we first got married, he would wake up to read his papers. So he wakes up in a quieter space. And I would wake up like, good morning! Yes, so he was
That's how
like, "What?"
Genelia is,
Yeah,
and that's how we know about
He
it.
said, what just hit me? Did I just get married?
Okay. Monsoon, Ritesh, for you. Monsoon.
Monsoon. My
Vada
God.
pav.
Vada pav, bhajia, balconies. My God,
Okay.
just that the smell of monsoon that filters into the house. It is just amazing. It's the most beautiful season um, ever. Monsoon.
Lovely. Love.
Love is life.
Innovation. Innovation.
Innovation. I think innovation is growth. If you want to grow, you have to innovate, and otherwise we will be so stagnant that we will never move ahead. So I think every step that you take in life, you have to progress towards innovating, and that could be anything. Innovation right from if Mr. Arun is trying to put the best of the amenities in Casagrand Caladium, then all those little fixtures have been innovated within their stuff. So
Right.
innovation is important every aspect of being, and I think innovation is future
Well
and the
said.
present.
Genelia. Sunset.
Romance. Sunset
Okay.
is romantic.
Belief.
Um, my belief would be in honesty, honestly. I think the fact that I believe in honesty. I believe that if you're honest to whatever you're doing in life, you will see yourself at some place. It will be an upward journey versus it being downward.
All right. Lovely. Ritesh, to you, South India.
Sorry,
South India is the word. What comes to your mind?
South India. I think most beautiful parts of our country
Right.
are in South. Most amazing temples, most amazing food comes from southern part of our country,
Right.
and I just feel um, and the most and beautiful people. Like I feel our country is so diverse,
Right.
and we are united in our diversity. That is the best part of our country. And when we speak of South, I've had my our debut film was in Hyderabad, thanks to Ramoji Rao
Right.
Garu, and so I spent a lot of time, and then Genelia just took off, and did many movies in Tamil Nadu, in Andhra, in
Right.
Andhra Pradesh, then even Kerala, Karnataka. So, and has had immense love showered upon her. So today, when Genelia and me go to Hyderabad or step in Chennai or Bengaluru or any city in Kerala, I am known as Genelia husband. So Genelia husband is my identity, and I flaunt it with pride.
You should. All right. So, last word. Much more.
Casagrand.
All right. Thank you so much, both of you.
सर्वप्रथम आपण सगळे इथं आलात वेळेत वेळ काढून प्रेसमधले सगळे आपले मित्र तुमचे सर्वांचे आभार आणि तुमचं सर्वांचं कासा ग्रँड कलेडियम तर्फे जिनिली आणि मी स्वागत करतो. You asked about Caladium. I think it's a fantastic logo. We live in a world where the first visual really matters.
Right.
And when you have something as stunning as this, it really makes a great impact. So many congratulations to Team Casagrand.
Thank you.
And to us too, because we're going to be standing next to this logo for a very long time.
थँक्यू सो मच. आणि मराठीत जे तुम्ही बोललात ते गरजेचं होतं या मीटिंगसाठी, हो की नाही? All right. So thank you so much for that. And now we have a really fun session, a talking fun session with you all, where we would like to know about your thoughts. It's a fun way, and we would like to know more Ritesh and more Genelia for this speech. So before we proceed that any ahead, can you please tell me about the association of Ritesh and Genelia, which has happened today with Casagrand? How do you feel about it?
First of all, it's an extremely inspiring journey that Mr. Arun has had. Extremely humble beginning, and the beauty of this beginning is that began in this very city of Pune. So many congratulations to you, and it's really inspiring the way he spoke about his company, the way he spoke about making homes, and also it's not only about selling homes, but it is about building communities. I have never heard from a company that will really help you. It's not about handing over,
Right.
but it's also taking care of your customers, consumers, whatever, more than families.
Yes.
He is building a community, and that is something that is really inspiring. If we buy homes, in like he said, it's a very big thing for any family to make a purchase of their first home,
Right.
because it's the biggest thing, and it is also important that when you make such a big purchase, that you call your families, and it's a big event, it's a big thing. But sometimes when your family grow bigger, you want a larger space, and you're struggling, you like another house and you're struggling to sell your,
Right.
and it's very difficult to make these two ends meet. And there is Casa Grand, who's setting up a community to help you transition, be it with a bigger house with Casa Grand or somewhere else. But this brand, this company is there to stand with the consumer till the end, and
Right.
that's the kind of commitment, and that's the kind of emotional commitment that is a rarity in this business.
That's so lovely to hear that from Ritesh. Thank you so much, Ritesh, for all those warm words for the Casagrand. Thank you so much, and we have